Testing. Testing the audio. Okay, that's working. Give me 1 minute, everyone. Just gotta update the tags. And with that, greetings, my disciples. I am back once again for more Final Fantasy XIV. And today, after much questing and grinding and such, I believe that we shall be ready to start Heavensward in earnest. Assuming, of course, this long series of cutscenes we're about to experience does not go on for too long, and there's not other things I have to do first. I recommend that you set aside sufficient time. I'm at the start of a stream, so I do think I have sufficient time. That's complete. Tataru! Oh, thank goodness he's okay. Also, hello, Rose. Also, Tataru, thank goodness you're okay. Nice smile. So happy that you're... Oh, poor sweetie. As soon as you're a gainer. I assumed he would be, but I'm glad Tataru is, because we didn't know what happened to her. Oh, he's stuck in Vesper Bay. Because the Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Philman told me to run, and so I did. I ran till my lungs burned, a few dates, but I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Oh. Oh, we actually see her without her veil now! Oh yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. You're angry. I actually haven't seen her without the mask. That's cool. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after your family, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Hurricaner. When we told him what happened, he used his magic to weave a glamour around the waking sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. Oh, that's good. Transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, we just started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes. So we waited there at the waking sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other signs even as we speak, but we are met with no success as yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know the Rising Stones did not share the waking sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Yeah, I had a feeling. Be that as it may, we have yet cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escape, it is not impossible the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believe true, but the rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the signs restored to their rightful place of honor. Well, we've got ninjas on our side, so we're not out of this yet. Or, we're not out of the fight yet.
It is all my doing.
You're blaming yourself too much.
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eosia's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty.
You were trying to help them establish like a single grand company to become united. You can't be faulted for that, even if things didn't go as planned.
I treated the Crystal Braves, and even the Scions themselves, as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm.
Didn't really think you treated us like pawns, but okay.
But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve?
To unite everyone.
Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians? And find homes for every refugee?
Even if you couldn't do all that, you could still make a difference for some people. That'd be enough.
Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. 'Twas all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alfino.
Now look, he brought coffee. Or hot chocolate.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I love this guy. He's such a good
I
friend.
hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alfino, if I may?
Oh, she's adorable.
Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
Yep. Oh, she's so cute.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon.
That's how you say his name? Oh, yeah, I would never have gotten that from the spelling.
'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity.
I would think so. I defeated Ultima, in case you forgot, and the Scions definitely helped with that planning and everything. You can't disregard that.
Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
Even if we have to go fight a war against dragons. Okay, I wasn't expecting credits again. Yep, and I'm going to fast forward a little bit. So we can get on to Heavensward. Oh, can I? Maybe I'll just take a little minute to just listen. Especially because we get the song. Actually, nah, I will. I think I will skip the the credits, since we already saw them. Meanwhile, these two. I knew it, she's a traitor.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
He doesn't seem entirely happy, but... And this is where the general is. And I highly doubt that he's going to be one to just sit around. Meanwhile... But I'm Ching. Hey, bro. Now bread is no more. The order was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should be rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. Yeah, poor Robon. And thank you for stopping in, bro. It was nice to see you. And good luck with the schoolwork. You're almost done. Just hang in there. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then? Ah, they're coming to Ishgard. The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will, they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. Good thing I'm heading up there anyway. By his will. By his will. What is this creepy dungeon you guys are in? Oh, who's that? They said, what? Answer the summons emissary. Speak and make that intent known. What the heck is you the creature doing there? What? I really hope he is not possessed, but I have so many questions now. What is this creepy dungeon? I can see that, but it doesn't answer my questions. What the frick is he doing with them? I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. Are they talking about the star that the dragons were talking about? Meanwhile... Oh, here I am, with my tiny little dragon.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
Well, then I'll just help out and make it so that way that's not all we find here. Me and my butterfly tattoo will see this through. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Are we gonna get the trailer? The hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed on Heavensward. Fixed Heavensward. Oh, so that's where the name of the expansion comes from. My left arm! That's the name of the achievement? Arg, my left arm? Just reminds me of the award I got in marching band called Ow, my left ankle award. Coming to Ishgard. Time for action has come and Alphinaud knows what he must do. To be fair, I definitely would have stayed too if I knew that was coming. I swear the person who made these achievements names had way too much fun with them.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm sure it'll be jarring as well.
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
How?
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphinaud.
Much better.
Lord Orchefon.
Again, I don't know how on earth anyone pronounces that name. Orchefon. Sounds like he's like sneezing. Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
We have ninjas. I'm sure Ishgard still owes me for defeating that one dragon that was about to breach their barrier.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
French. Fair enough.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Ah, I finally can go to Ishgard itself.
Consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed.
Thank
Needless
you.
to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
Adorable nod.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
Thank you. Stoic nod.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here, here!
Yep. Definitely gonna have to take care of things in Uldar at some point, I'm sure, but... Oh, new quest starting music, too. Go ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. Sentries at the Gate of Judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and they'll allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to the manor, where we shall meet again. Until then. Word of house forceps. Ah yes, you may pass. Proceed to Ishkar. I'm finally getting outside the base map.
And so they came, at a friend's behest.
Oh, Alphinaud finally got a jacket!
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came. To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus.
Kurthus.
A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace.
Apple!
Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
From the memoirs of Count Edward de Forceps, Heavensward. Which I think means I can now go to the Chocobo Forest! Or I will at some point, because I remember that was somewhere where I could dig up new materials. Greetings, Master Centauri. On behalf of House Forceps, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. I would humbly request your presence at the residence in the Pit House. If you would come with me. Certainly. Ooh. Oh, that's right, there's Aetheryte that I have to do again. Let the clan hunt begin. I'll worry about that in a minute. Actually, I'll be right back, everyone. I just had a little bit of indigestion, so I just need to go get something for my stomach real quick. Be right back. Alright, there we go. First things first, I should probably attune to the giant crystal. Ah, I finally have another attunement area up here. Ah. And thanks to the new update, it won't take me quite as long to get around the entire city. Sky Steel. So you want to be a mechanist? Oh, there's actually a new class in here. I didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense, but may as well attune to all the crystals before I head off to the main thing, just so that way I can get around the city a bit easier. Astrologian, Healer, Dark Knight, and Mechanist. Dark Knight is tank, which I guess means Mechanist is attacker. Yes, that... Okay, thank you, Rose. I guess I'm just a little bit surprised, because it feels like a lot of the extra classes that they've added over time, like the Samurai and Blue Mage, are only really found in the, what's the word? In like, Ul'dah and Verdina and Limsa, so... Interesting that there's other stuff. Oh? Oh, that's the berm. Let's go up to the factory first. And then I shall head up to the pillars. Wait. Oh, I can also do the next class quest, finally! Alright, I'll hang out in Ishgard for a bit, but then I will, at some point this stream, probably go and do the next class quest that I can do. Whee! Oh boy, the city's gonna have quite a bit of verticality to it. Which could either be a good... It's probably a good thing for just, like, the scale of it, but it also means that I'm gonna probably struggle to get around. But we'll see. A dark spectacle. The question is the last aetheryte down or up? I'm assuming up. Yep. There we go. Well, I run everywhere when I can just backfoot my way to the top of the city. Tuned yourself, the gates of judgment are now accessible. Okay, so far only one gate is open to me. Warrior of Linton's brave companions, walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I'll tell you how long I've waited for this day. Allow me to present you my family home, Forceps Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone has gathered to receive you. And my friends, introductions must be made. Excuse me. Who's calling me at 6:19 on a Monday?
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
Ah, got Edmund de Forceps. Ah, the person who was narrating.
I, Count Edmond de Fortemps, do bid you welcome.
Thank you.
As wards of House Fortemps, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
Thank you. Also, very pretty flowers you have.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortemps.
The honor is
Fortemps.
mine, Master Elfino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
That's good at least, I think.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Until, of course, I teleport back to Uldab to do the next Paladin quest. I like this new quest music. Well, friends in House 4Eps have been gracious enough to extend us their protection, so take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. Only properly learn about our new home so we might be more self-sufficient. Take a while to get the lay of the land, but learn it we must. And now the markets and taverns will need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. It should seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. For counsel, my lord, McCann and I shall of course do as you suggest. Very good, then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, I do grow forgetful in my dotage. There's something I must give you ere we part. Our documentation is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. Hooray! Bureaucracy! These documents identify you as wards of House Fordeps. Given that our border have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fordeps, but let us hope that it shall not come to that. As such, we should do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Bowhead. Ora, Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go! Magically opening doors that swing out, hit you in the face. First time in the city, pray permit me to show you the Hopelon, from whence you may gaze upon the splendors of the Holy Vault. To all other sight dependent comparisons is only meat that you should see it first. I shall show you around the Jewel Cozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods before descending to the foundations, Aetherite Plaza, if there are no questions. The guy has the little snake with the orange on his head as his companion currently. The Hopon, so named for the bronze great shield bore by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. And this cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The Vault is both Ishgard's seat of governance and residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgard Orthodox Church. Ishgardian, sorry. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance those famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Alphanon. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined in King Thorin I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition. There is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. No problem, Rose. And if you follow me to the Jeweled Cozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress C, our Master of the Markets. I thought everyone just walks ahead and I just stand there and don't react. Hey. Funny how in cutscenes and stuff, the dragoons are shown just like leaping around and like through the skies. Like, why can't I just use that to like leap myself down to the marketplace? Why do I have to take the stairs? I'm an Azor Dragoon, darn it. I should be able to just jump. Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Ah, words of house forceps. How very interesting. Count Anna has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners, should you be uncomfortable. Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have a coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, contracts, medicine, materials, whatever you desire can be found in the Cozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, and as you shall soon see. Next destination is the Aetherite Plaza, if everyone is ready. I might just warp down there, but we'll see. Maybe I'll talk to a merchant or two first. That's for retainers. Can't do that. Sundries. Armor. Apothecary. Weaponsmith. This one actually is worse than the one I currently have, I think. Good to know there's other weapons, though. There we go, Merchant and Mender. I want to see what items he has. Just in case he has anything new in terms of, like, songs or such. Unless, of course, he only sells... oh, no, he does have some new music. Woo! New orchestra rolls! And I have just enough spots in my inventory before I get rid of all this other nonsense I have. Let them play music! Leader of the band, too! Just gonna use this to get rid of it. Actually, I'm gonna check something real quick. Oh yeah, Mechanist is the gun person. That's what I thought it was, but wanted to double check it. And here we have the Foundation Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. Thank you. For next destination, I think we should decide together. What else can be found nearby? The Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. They are able to conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The Holy Stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. Oh, maybe I'll be able to train my chocobo to a higher level. North and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, while the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. Why is that? I fear that may not be able to assure your safety in the lower levels, Master Alphanod. Lord knows when you pass the broom, though, Lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You were judging, sir, for I am no lord, but a humble traveller. I couldn't see the sights, have you? Take a turn down Hopelo and gape at the statues. If you mind to learn how the better half lived, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight. If your nursemaid'll let you. Humble apologies, my Fanana. I pray that drunken out no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this aura. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, we can say what we might learn of recent events. And I'm coming too! gonna take a while to get used to the new quest music. The city seems to be quite a bit more destroyed. Did I take the wrong path? May have taken the wrong path. Me and the verticality of some of these cities. When in doubt, teleport. I'll get to that one later. I must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We recently arrived in this crown, so we acquaint ourselves with the more notable establishment, Master Gilroy. Just Gilroy will do. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise to live up to your expectation, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging on the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, can I help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors? Spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find the peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Burn, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality in mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourself. I speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Burn, if I may ask? Because when the weathers fall and the berm rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. See? It's not just the weather. When the weathers broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the berm that got the worst of it. Most of the pillars enjoy the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. One or a few people are still sore about that mine, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Elfenau, I think it would be best if we return to Forsyth Manor. You go ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Tataru! Really out of the question, Lenore. Count Lenore, forgive me if I abandon one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Elfenau. The town is just full of people whose business regularly takes on beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I can practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please, you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself. If I had a guilt for every unwelcomed caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dream. I'll be fine. She's gonna get kidnapped or something. Not that it's the latest night for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. Settles it then. Tataru or I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by Lake Pearl if you require assistance. I will! I'm just imagining her trying to summon her carbuncle again, and it runs off and like eats someone's dinner. Yes, you may show me inside. confident. It's just going to meet with your expectations. That which I imagined pales in comparison to reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history of every step I took. When those steps took me past the scars left by the wire runes and foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating. The casualties, unspeakable. The Wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Almeric has ordered the knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support they can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Hope we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you've done for us, we welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. Besides, I'm a dragoon. It's the most generous offer, Master Alphinaud. You're a guest in my home, to whom I extend my hospitality without obligation, let or lee. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Master Sentry, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capability to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Mortel and Emelin in their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need for our honored guest assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero is offered to do his work? Hold your tongues, but if the two of you will conduct yourselves in a dignity befitting your station and show Master Sentry the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Garrus von Balasar and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. Taking part in their impropriety, Master Sentry, I should be much obliged if you'll lend my sons a helping hand. Thanks. If you're willing, they may even learn something from you. One shrugs, the other's like, yes! It seems we shall not want for employment in the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Forceps has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so, he would have us publicly serve Ishgard while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. It is an arrangement that would we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping the two lords with their various responsibilities, you inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, maybe even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Cool, I'm gonna get the green gestury hats. Bye-bye. Show them be off, old boy. But where are my manners? Emelin de Forceps, second son of Count Emmet de Forceps, trueborn, that is. Yes, I know what you're thinking. You're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true. But who could be satisfied, subsisting on meager allowance, forever never shattered by his sibling? Not I, old boy, not I. Which is why I need your help to ensure this business in the sea of clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Etoril. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding. Ha! Oh, don't look at me that way. I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Oh, and they have ever been steadfast friends of our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. As for what precisely they will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. Oh. Definitely a good idea to accept both of these quests first, because I think it'll take me outside Ishgard to give me more places to explore. Less than eager to brief you on his mission. Let's begin anew, Master Sentry. I am Sir Otoro de Forceps, eldest son of Count Emon de Forceps. Forgive my outburst, I hope. I mean no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Hedgefond has spoken of you often. If you are even half the men he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Demura and de Zemel. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? I will, suffice to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture. We shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo stables in the Foundation. I will say the Sea of Clouds does sound more interesting right now, so I'm gonna head over there. Interesting that the airship area is actually not a, not like its own, like, separate area. What's my sign? I'm tempted to at least look at... Oh, this is probably the astrology. Not at this time. Yeah. Not at this point. Okay, that's just another one of the class ones. I'm so used to the class quest being, so you want to become a blank, eh? Oh well. I'll definitely come back to that later. Or to depart, sir. Airship bound for Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Whoa, that's cool. A sea of clouds. And I was right, there's another aetheryte here I can use.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Cid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home.
Ah, Cid. That's a big airship. Bigger than the one we had.
High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds. A frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore.
He does seem to be the more annoying one.
Within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, he came.
I'm not locked into these quests, like once I start them, I'm assuming. So I'm getting off the airship onto another airship. Okay, good to know. Just trying to debate how much of the main quest I should do before I go off and do the story quest. The Protector. cold up here. I mean, Corthus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, seems positively balmy. And yet there's more trees up here than down there, which is odd. And of course, our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong summon persona all the time, you know. Never mind. We need to find Lady Latea. She's in charge of the garrison here. Oh, when you find her, just follow my lead. Yes, excellent. Whatever you say, Mr. Annoying Man. This place is really interesting. Wait, I can summon my mounts. Ah, but they cannot fly anymore. I had a feeling, because that would just completely destroy the sense of immersion. Or at least exploration, because it's like, oh, I can just fly wherever I'm going still. Meddler of Wreckage, Peddler of Wonders. Attuning. Oh, it's on its own completely different spot now. Oh, wow. It looks like a lot of the map is actually locked off as well. Seem to recall when I explored the map in other places, it would all unlock when I went there, so that's also pretty new. But I think it actually will make it a little bit more interesting. Oh, and I just realized all my mounts are also much slower now. It's a flying cat? Oh, it's a glide cat from the Triple Triad. Was not expecting to have to fight flying cats, of all things. Bad kitty. Okay, so I could jump down if I wanted to, but let's keep going ahead for now. Rose House. Latea. Master Sentry, welcome. I am Sir Latea de Helena, commander of the force stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I am in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so. Not for you, my younger brother Fracel would have been executed upon with the word of a false inquisitor. Oh, I remember him. Alas, the knight must go where duty commands, and thus I have been unable to seek you out. But by grace of Helen, I am granted an opportunity to thank my brother's savior in person, to call upon his generous aid. Besides, truly, I know not what to have done with it to deserve this double blessing. Glad to be of assistance. It's a pleasure to see you again, my lady Lieutenant. An elegant figure as always, steel-clad rose, equally at home on the battlefield or in the ballroom. Or whatever not. If it's not too much to ask, I'd be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Master Sentry. Camp Quatop was established to provide early warning of impending Dravarian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us a ready target for attack. We're not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest, most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, you may have noticed it is currently undergoing repair, but its worst efforts have been hampered by indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanu Vanu. Oh, a new beast tribe, with whom we have had several skirmishes already. No beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two. I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Master Sentry. Even I'm just like, okay. I understand Countman's intentions. I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he learned something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely he will make a mess of things. Tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Dravarian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep anyone from shirking his duty. A good request? Why didn't you think to ask me in person? Surely you must see me standing a few arms away. Oh, never mind. What is it? Mission? Yes, of course. That's why I'm here, and I shall do as the lady asks. Master Sentry, I did not believe you had properly introduced myself. My name is Wonderoyd. I serve at the pleasure of Lord Merlin. And have me accompany the Lord on this mission. Ah, I understand completely how to do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Well, that was an easy quest. Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking with him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least more so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I suspect you have the humor of your fair share of difficult men before. Oh, lady, you have no idea. Hello, Angel.
Hi. Hello, Internet.
Angel says hello, Internet.
Oh.
What are you giggling at?
Oh, Magster called me literally as I'm on like two turns away from the apartment because she's like, "Hey, I think you have the phone, as in the phone that the front-end person uses to field calls from the cashiers on the floor when there's trouble." And I reached back, and there it was. I'm like, "Well, son of a beehive." Whoops. So. I mean, since I'm going in that area anyways for my doctor's appointment tomorrow, I'm just gonna drop it off. I'm like, yay. I'm batting 1,000 tonight. We're doing great. We're just doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Look where I am.
Where are you? Wait.
I'm in the sky up above Ishgard, Ishgard's main city.
Oh, okay. On purpose, I take it?
Yes, there's just a whole bunch of floating islands, like from the Avatar movie, just with giant green crystals.
Yeah. Kind of like the floating island areas in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep. Also, my mounts can no longer fly.
Aww.
At least for the time being. I forget like how it goes, but I think that I need to find like certain objects around the area before I can then fly.
I guess it's a little bit. I mean, I guess it's not too surprising. Your you could only fly a certain height with them, and then it said your mount can fly no higher. And now, although granted, the fact that you just have a singular altitude.
Yep. Rose is asking if you've seen the last cutscene for Realm Reborn.
No, I don't think I have yet.
No, I don't think she has seen it, or the really big cutscene before it with the poor Sultana. Though I did tell her about what happened.
Yes, you did. How's
So,
that going, by the way?
We're basically in Ishgard sort of as refugees now, and we're just kind of trying to help out as we can to sort of help the Lord who's giving us we're basically sort of like charges of his house now for the time, so we're trying to make ourselves useful to make it easier for him against pushback against others who might say, it's like, why'd you let them in? Bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
And right now I'm accompanying... Well, I have 2 separate quests to accompany the Lord's sons to help with their duties.
Okay.
One of them's kind of annoying, the other one's a little uptight, but I'm doing the annoying ones first.
Okay.
Now that he's out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Venu Venu. Yes, basically I'm helping the elves fight the dragons.
Cool.
We first encountered the Venus several years ago, when we had just begun exploring the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to conduct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our peoples for half a year, then suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Meli. She could use your assistance. Yeah. Also, a difference with the map now is that the map actually doesn't reveal everything in the area immediately. It does seem like, though, that the map is actually much bigger than it was in, like, the other areas, so it could just be that that's why, so you have to actually go and explore the different parts of the map to unlock them.
Alright, very nice, very nice.
I forgot it when Fluttershy was slow. Look at her.
Aww. The altitude.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Haru's.
Yeah. That's essentially episode name. I told when you were coming. Here, I tell you you've never faced a vow before. Well, spend enough time with Troll and you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. Rose says hi, Angel.
Yeah.
The Birdmen are native to the Floating Isles. I say Birdmen, but they are not at all like Ixal, unless that Ixal's mother was a Gygus. Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any venue in those areas, kill or drive them away. Okie dokie. Oh, and what do you know? I actually have side quests starting to pop up now, too. But I'll worry about those later.
Have you officially started Heavensward?
Yep.
Alright.
This is officially now Heavensward. And I'm driving my little go-kart thing, and it feels like I'm now on 50cc instead of 150cc. Also, look! A flying cat!
Perfect. Just what you need.
Uh-huh.
I did a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Impulse bind. Hello. Did a little bit of impulse binds there. I want to get some more like speaking depth to that. They're running low, and I want to get over the threshold and where I just had a couple cravings and somebody got like a small piece of this male pie. So like, sure, I'll do that with myself. And so,
I'm trying to fight these guys, and other birds keep trying to kill me in the process, too.
well, that's rude of the bird.
I'm gonna die.
Oh no!
Maybe I should switch back to my tank. But at the same time, some part of me wants to kind of do this quest as a Dragoon, just because I feel like it fits.
Did you make it work, or did you die?
No, I retreated.
Okay, alright.
I'm just gonna kill this stupid bird first, so that way it doesn't get in my way this time.
I've never done that before. It's just like, I don't know. Oh, my God.
Never done it before?
No, I haven't. And then all of a sudden it's like, surprise. Let's see.
Yeah. Nope, I found a place called The Last Step, with level 55 enemies.
Wonder where the
Maybe up above? I am liking the scenery, though.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
Yeah, floating islands. Oh, there's even more up there. Oh, now the cat wants to kill me. Yeah. Well, the expansion's been fun so far, but it's just, you know, new area.
Yeah.
You discovered a new location.
Cool. There's your sussy baby dragon.
It's basically a cat wearing a wingsuit. I just have so many questions.
That would be really cute in real life, though.
It would, but I'm so confused as to why it's a thing here.
Just picture, like, you might my sister's cat, right? Just picture Molly with a wingsuit on.
I'm not saying it's not adorable, I'm just confused as to why that's an enemy.
I was actually kind of picturing, Ruby as a flying cat, and I feel like that little thing would just look for herself with her own shadow. Destination!
Oh, never mind.
Monster!
Mm-hmm. No idea.
It looks like a barn owl's trying to become a human. It's like a barn owl mixed with an armadillo and a human face.
Here, I'll stab it.
Perfect. Standing watch.
If you do yourself for a struggle, yet find none waiting.
Huh. Well.
Better than to have to fight a bunch of them.
Yeah, right?
Discovered a new location. I'll stick to the main quest for now. Even my dog is just... It's so weird because I don't think I've ever actually seen a lot of my mounts like running the slower speed.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the dog. It seems so tired.
You know what? It's probably the altitude. Not just for like maybe the high altitude and like
It's just the way that it's going to be for each of the new areas I go to, even if they're normal altitude.
I mean, okay. I understand that. I'm thinking in universe in this particular instance, perhaps they're not using the altitude.
Maybe.
Or they can kind of relief.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me or is the chat not talking?
Well, no one's chatting right now, so... Yep, Rose is just letting me experience the game. Da-da. I sense a hostile presence! It's not Christmas, I don't need your presents! Yeah, I do better with tanks just because of their higher health and defense. I don't have like a problem with DPS people. It's just that they're not as well suited for fighting a bunch of enemies at once. Whereas a tank, I have no problem fighting like 4 or 5 people at once.
Yeah, one-man army.
More like one-man wall, but yes.
The two are not usually exclusive.
Now I'm just imagining a wall going to war by falling on top of someone.
You know, I mean, it's an unorthodox strategy, but I think it would work. Just think about the giant card from the Hildebrand side quest, and think about how effectively it managed to pin both Hildebrand and Inspector B when it fell over. Worse strategies have been in play.
Yeah, even in this game.
Yes.
Personally, I would not want to live in this area. The heights would give me craziness. Finish with patrol. Anything to report? Oh yeah, I had 2 run-ins.
We should get you a wingsuit. You'll
Yeah.
feel better then.
Actually, come over here real quick. When I finish the quest, there's new quest music. Too much up with fast criminals. At least can take solace in the fact that bless us with mighty ally. Let me just grab a pair of pants. It seems like Ganon got in control and now he's playing the organ dramatically.
True, it's a bit more cheerful than he would normally play. This is
Yep.
Ganon. It's Ganon in a major.
Yep. Especially in your recent clashes, it cannot have escaped your notice that things are rather peaceful, to our detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built on as an observation post, we have yet to record a single incursion by the Horde. This is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Quantum is a backwater of no significance. And of course, the pride of our camp, the Vaulted Protector, is in a perpetual state of needing repairs, so even when the Holy Seas come under Bavarian attack, we'd be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, Master Sentry, this is where ambitions come to die. If you have it, aspirations for advancement, you'll be right at home. However, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you indulge me, I would have you seek out the sentries and stoke their fighting spirit to psych them up, you might say. Got it. Go aggressively emote at your sentries.
Do the Mandrill at them.
No, I need to do the psych up one.
Oh, okay. Then can you do the Mandrill?
They won't know what it is. I'm pretty sure Hildebrand isn't here yet.
Hey, I didn't know what it was either, and I still really enjoyed it.
That's fair. Psych. Attack. What should we do? What should we do? No, I'm cheering you on, buddy. Fooled for a moment, old boy. Amusing jest, a bit tad cruel. Sure must realize how unsuited I am to monotony of mere sentry duty. You still tempt me with the promise of excitement. This won't do it all. You will give me a grand mission as befits my station. Of course. And there goes his lad in waiting to try and keep him out of trouble.
And there goes Billy, fulfilling his dreams.
Now I'm just imagining Fluttershy running into a dragon and just like pecking at him while the giant spike impales it. I mean, look at the spikes on the front of it.
I know.
And I do think somewhere in Ishgard, I don't know when, but I think there is actually a way to make it so that way Fluttershy can get up to level 20.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's in Ishgard or somewhere else, but I do remember that is a thing. God, where did that come from? Fine if you insist, I'll make an effort to be more alert, but really, I failed to see the point. We're hundreds of miles away from the front lines, which is just the way I like it, thank you very much.
Did you freak him out again?
This is a different person.
Did you freak this person out?
Of course.
As you do. Even without.
That's my quest, to go around and dramatically hype people up.
Well, there's a difference between hyping them up and freaking them out when they're standing on the edge of the cliff. You know,
Hey, it could be worse. I could have pulled a Link from Tears of the Kingdom and startled someone as they're like staring down into one of the abysses. And it's like, don't do that. It's like, I just talked to you. It's not my fault you have the situational awareness of a potato.
which is saying something, because don't potatoes actually have eyes? Isn't that the point?
Yes. Yeah. Now then, I water you. There it is. I don't know what about it. I didn't actually expect it to react.
Oh my god. It's just like.
What is the harm? Sure, whatever passes that's you to do that. Awake, I'm awake. Why not? After the shock you just gave me, that'll sleep for a fortnight.
You're basically going up there being like, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah, well, the person did say that, you know, it's like, we are pretty far from the front line, so apathy. swear. This is like really steep. I'm surprised that people walking up it don't slide back down. It just reminds me of those things at like a playground where you have to like try and climb up it. Hey, thanks, Sentry. I can already sense a change in our Sentry's behavior. Beg your pardon, Lord Armor said, what? Well, no doubt Lady Ortrain will do her utmost to oblige him.
The smell of fear is in the air.
Lord Emlyn is going to demand more dangerous duty, then I expect him will want you to accompany him. You might as well speak with her sooner than later. There's no avoiding the inevitable.
It looks like you guys are above the clouds, but just imagine, like, you know, in the wintertime, if that gets all snowy, you just have, like, an epic little sled down the hill.
I don't really think that this area gets snow, because Ishgard itself is, like, perpetually covered in snow because of how north it is. I'm actually surprised with just how much greenery is up here, given that the first thing someone mentioned was how cold it is compared to Ishgard because of how much higher we are in the atmosphere.
True.
So it is interesting that all these trees and such are growing so much up here. Wonder if it's the crystals.
Could be.
That's Sentry Loma just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand you have to thank for this epiphany. There's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding, then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Stoic nod. Excellent. We are in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop, as there is no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there's a unique variety of crystals we have recently discovered which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found at Vun Sain Sayar to the east of here. I would have you and Amir bring one back to us. You may have to contend with feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention van scouts raging from the nearby settlements. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained, but you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. Got it, I shall entertain you. They told me about the mission. Told you to tell me about the mission again. If I didn't know better, I'd swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is it? Let's go, let's go! Wait, come back! Don't get yourself killed, buddy. I just got here.
I just got here, I am doing my best.
I am so despondent, I'm letting my giant hand carry me.
Now, honestly, your posture right now is pretty much the same as your utterly disappointed emo.
Angry cat noises.
I don't know. Maybe your mounts were all a little nervous in new terrain. And that's why they're moving slowly.
Maybe.
Which is honestly kind of funny of a headcanon for some of them. Well, I can see like that makes sense. But I love the idea that this giant hand of yours is just slightly more nervous than usual.
Yeah. Oh. This place does look really pretty though in the sunlight.
Yeah, it does.
So this is the Vorsain Sar of legend, and now a Vader in sight. How disappointing. Could do with some sport. I know, why don't you and I make a competition? Whoever finds this superior specimen wins. Honorable Hornet shall judge the entry of our sizes, purity, and say etheric sensibilities. Let's begin at once.
Bye. I'll die.
Oh. I am liking the new enemy types, though, that are scattered around. Oh, that's an elite enemy. I'll deal with him later. I also like the change of scenery, because everything is much different than it is back on the surface. That, and I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I've explored almost every, almost every inch of the main surface area, save for, a few locations, but... So it's nice to be able to sort of, come around and see some other areas. You know, poke this and see what it does.
Now you sound like before. Specifically while we were playing Resident Evil, and we came across all those BOWs.
Okay.
Okay.
Spring crystal. One crystal not appearing to exhibit properties described. Perhaps you should inspect another.
Okay. I will say the cold is going to be a challenge, but there is probably a lot of. You obviously would get a lot of sunlight and moisture from the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
So that probably does provide. That probably does help some of the wildlife here growing.
Yeah. Especially with these crystals that supposedly allow for like easy water condensation. Yeah. Oh wow, there's just like a floating lake island down there.
I know. I forgot for a moment that you don't have a paraglider.
Yeah.
Oh, go check it out. Like, wait, no, you can't.
Yeah, my mounts currently can't fly. I'm sure it'll tell me how to make them fly later, but for the time, they shall not. Crystal appears to be secreting a steady stream of water. Perhaps it is the spring crystal she seeks.
Yay!
Oh, these trees, or at least like some of the dead ones, look like they're also crystallized.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how the greenery and stuff is able to like do it. Like maybe like a lot of the trees like feed off the ether in the air. Because of all these crystals around, it's probably pretty abundant. Even my robot is slow.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Nervous robot noises.
For this, I can actually see it being a problem because of like the what's it called? Like all the moisture in the air, like interfering with the circuitry. I'm not going to be able to complete this fate, I think, in time, but I figured I may as well be here.
Oh, yes, I'm here to help. I'm here to help.
I'm here to beat up a few birds. Even if I can't complete it because of how much time is left, I can still maybe get a little bit of experience. Ah, you're not part of this. Go away, Cloudworm. Alright, I got at least a little bit of the fate done.
Oh, do you still have access to your magical bed?
Yeah.
Have a nap.
Alas, even my magical bed cannot fly currently. Tired bed noises.
Tired bed noises. Hello.
Have you brought the entry? Understanding of such things is limited, but it can truly be used to draw moisture from the air like water of a pump. Fascinating. More than well concerned for Lord Immense well-being. And when it's been going for an awful long time, do you perhaps see him while you were searching for crystals? Even he must realize the dangers of wandering too far in such a place. I've been worrying nothing but I must ask that you assist me in looking for him, Master Sentry. Can find him more quickly if we split up. Please search the southeastern area of it as swiftly as you were able, and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell and good luck.
Bye-bye.
I will admit, it is actually kind of, I don't know, almost like quaint in some ways to kind of go back to having to run around on the mount rather than just fly everywhere.
Takes you back to your roots.
Mm-hmm.
I said something similar when it comes to like if you ever have to pass your trip. It's like I'm going back to my roots, like you said,
Mm-hmm. Yeet. I finally remapped them so that way they're closer to each other, so I can backflip away, throw a spear, and then dash in like a maniac. I just have to keep remembering which button I have where now. Yes. I feel like the Dragoon is the most jumpy class. Allow me at some point tonight to show you the trailer for Heavensward. Actually, other than stealing the phone, how was your day?
Okay. Busier than you would have expected for the day
Nope.
after Easter. Also, happy Easter, everybody. If you celebrate.
Yep. I'm sorry, I just had to quickly ban a bot.
No. Bad bot.
Yeah, it's okay. The message didn't get published because Twitch flagged it as a potential ban evader.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been getting one almost every stream now since I've been playing Final Fantasy.
Those are really determined little buggers, aren't they?
They're probably bots.
Oh yeah.
Dead internet theory and all that.
Kind of surprising. No, the bots are not.
Well, with a game this big, I feels like it would make more sense for there to be sort of like more, attempted bottery on it, if that makes sense.
Oh, I know. It does make sense. I just really like the phrase attempted pottery.
Not to be confused with attempted pottery.
That's so. What is that a case where is that the thing where you do your best to make a pot and it just completely falls apart?
Or it's where you do your best to make a pot while not thinking about your dead husband who's helping you make it.
Did you really just make a ghost reference?
No, isn't that like a movie or something?
Yes! It's literally called Ghost!
Okay, I didn't know the name of the movie. Sorry.
You were just thinking about the sexy pottery scene. You do realize in that case, she's focused on actually killing her husband and is really not paying much attention to the plot.
Okay, I did not know that.
It's a sexy pottery scene, and I cannot believe I'm saying it, but there's actually a sexy pottery scene in the movie.
That is probably not the weirdest scene that has been made sexy for a movie.
No, and then there's a part of me that kind of wants to think about what else is a contender for like a weird scene that was like a weird like niche scene that was made sexy, but at the same time I kind of don't want to because it seems like it would be cursed.
It cannot be anything more cursed than the last stream we had together.
Well...
Moogle Enema, all I'm saying.
Is that just going to is that going to be the gold standard for cursed content for us now?
Yes, because
okay.
it's Can you think of anything else we have done that is anywhere near that curse?
Fair point, yes.
Nothing we have can compare to that.
I'm sorry, and I just watched the thing pop down to one person instead of two. And like,
yeah.
Even just the talk about the Google and then I was just like, okay, I'm out. That person has had their fun.
Where's this troublesome guy?
Survey. You're your little head.
See no sign of him. Where did he go? I swear, if he got himself captured or something. Well, he was the one to say, oh, let's split up. It's like, I feel like this is a bad idea.
This one really seems to be moving sluggishly.
Well, it's an ocean thing, and we're in the sky.
Yeah.
We're even more so out of normal. That's fine.
You're good, Rose. You're fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if there was issues with the chat because we've had issues with the chat before. But
nah.
But no. If you're just hanging it, if you just want to hang here and let us go, that is totally fine. I'm just happy you're here.
Now, where's the little guy at? Statuary ornament has been taken by the Vanu. Of course he has.
Oh my god.
I saw that coming. They have the Lord surrounded, a whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. Okay, I'm a coming.
No, we're not. Wee.
On the roof. On the right. On the right. Oh, I'm in a completely different part. Okay.
This honestly does feel rather Zelda-esque. Like, I keep waiting for you to jump off the rock and paralyze for a little bit.
My desert lizard is also not sure what's going on.
No, it's not. It's not sure what to do with this much moisture in the air.
Alright, let's...
Hi, friend. Ooh, duty calls. I love that, like, this person who is, like, about half your height is already crouched down, and then you just come up in your suit of armor like, hey, what's going on? Oh.
And now it's night.
Wow. You must have been surveying for a long time. This person's been captured.
My spear completely destroys any attempt at crouching.
You know, yeah. With a little bit of luck, they'll think you're a branch.
I must have taken them to the village. Maybe perhaps that their chieftain...
Yeah, that's good. Keep swaying like that. You'll think that you're a tree.
Make haste to Rose House and tell Lady Lynn what has happened. By the time I return in, it may be too late. Forgive me for asking, but should you find an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue him, I beg you to take it. No, it can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and, well, insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this.
Valid. Stoic now.
TV.
TV, no, not the time.
My TV is telling me I can view updates to user agreements.
We're in the middle of a kidnapping. That's not the time for user agreements. Oh, I like that this quest gives you an exclamation point.
Mm-hmm. Yikes!
Does this thing feel like a standing spear nail?
Yep. Actually, if it is cold up here, that means that the fire jump actually probably does more damage. Again, I would hate to live here. I mean, look at this bridge. It is supported by almost nothing, and it's just floating in mid-air with maybe a rock or two underneath it.
I know, like the reinforced reinforced planks underneath are actually kind of cracking me up because some of them don't look like they're really attached to anything. It just looks like, you know, you have your regular planks and then you have an extra thing underneath. It's like, okay, cool, I'm sure that helps the bridge hold its shape. But what is it attached to?
Yeah, my map isn't updating.
Here, I'm behind the giant flower.
I wonder if there's going to be a chance later on to actually befriend these guys, because I have a bunch of society quests for all the other beast tribes I've run into, so...
Yeah. Maybe. Have you had any sort of similar thing with other tribes in, like, A Realm Reborn, where...
Yeah, all the beast tribes I ran into in A Realm Reborn, I now have quests for, like, separate factions of them to help them out, so...
When you said that, I wasn't sure if you've had society quests for, like... beasts that you've encountered here so far?
No, only these ones, or only the ones from Realm Reborn. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if we're gonna have similar quests for these guys at some point.
You know what could be helpful while you're up here is that because you're so high up in the atmosphere, if anyone is just looking for like, oh, what's that glowy white wispy thing? Oh, they may think it's just a puff-up cloud, not realizing it's your Dark skirt.
Yeah.
Ow, your legs.
Actually, I'm just remembering because I don't know if I told you, but the achievement quest for the Thorough Mage, which I joined, every like 10 levels I get an achievement. Bring out your dad.
That's not what you do in prison.
Aura, where are you?
Bro, you're ruining my element of surprise.
These guys are significantly weaker than I thought they'd be.
Hi, friend. let me just pat above your general direction to untie you.
Yeah, it's always funny when I use the camera to expose this kind of thing.
Yeah, there we go. Hi, friend.
Whew.
Alright.
It was thoroughly unpleasant.
Okay. Oh, protect him. We have a, Oh, wow, he's almost okay. You have an escort mission.
This really makes me wish that I was a tank. I'm over here, buddy. Stop attacking him. I know you're stabbing me in the butt, but I'm going to continue to try and kill this other boy.
Alright. Are you good, friend? Oh, wow. I was actually a little worried. It seemed like he took several hits, but it's over. But we can keep going.
I think he was like panicking in place for a bit.
That's fair. Until the monsters despawn, and then he's like, okay, I'm good. I guess it makes some sense that, you don't want him to run ahead and do more monsters and, take more everything. So there's also a sense of, like, he goes up enough and then he destructs his coverage for each of us. He kind of looks like he's playing like a Haven Riot game and starting during lava. Defense increased by 1. Okay.
Get us out of here.
Yeah. That would be great, actually. I would.
I'm still not understanding why the It's like in some of the cutscenes and stuff with Dragoons, they jump like really high, like up into the sky to tangle with dragons in the sky. It's like, why can't I just pick him up and then like jump into the stratosphere with him?
Maybe he needs to be like level 6 to figure that. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe it's the opposite of cutscene.
Trailer enhancement.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely learning his lesson if he hasn't already.
Oh boy.
At least this other person's healing him too.
Yeah, that's good. He's also got a decent amount of health.
Yeah.
It honestly looks like this guy.
He's also runs much slower than anyone else in any of the other missions where I have to like protect people. It's like, bro.
I just love that one like Gundu was just between him and someone else who was walking along.
You know what I should do? I should tie him to my spear and then just charge out with him flailing.
Fly me close so I can stab him with my spear. but sir, spear.
Actually, you know what? That's another thing. I could tie him to my spear and then just yeet him all the way back to where we entered. Yeah, he's basically walking.
Right.
Or he's like casual jogging.
It's like his character model is. It's like they took an urgent moving character model and they slowed him down to a leisurely stroll. But the time for stealth is over. Let's just run. He's coming. He's coming. Thomas.
I can understand maybe if his like leg is injured or something, but
That was not the impression that I got.
me neither. That's the thing.
He stood up and he was just like, phew, as he like stretched up his little arm.
Then like slow motion running.
Oh, buddy. It's okay. Uh-oh.
Reinforcements.
Ooh, voice acting.
Yeah. Alphanaut has a new voice actually.
Oh, does he really?
I think so.
Of Honu, chief of mighty Vundo, royals like blackest storm clouds. Offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells and he comes.
Oh, they must have a primal.
Oh no. Uh-oh. I love this kind of bird-like beast stand. I was wearing a bird-like beast mask. Uh-oh. Whoa!
What the?
Hello!
I don't know which summon that is. Flying whale! Why? Well, yeah.
I'm blocked.
Sea of clouds indeed.
The white, mighty Bismarck, lord of the mists.
Bismarck.
I'm sorry, because that is the name of the capital of, I think, North Dakota.
Rose, no eating the primal.
What's worse? Her eating the primal or her eating Fluttershy? It's at least let her have the primal.
That's fair, but she shouldn't be eating any of them.
I know.
Well, I'm pretty sure the primal's gonna turn back to Aether when we kill it, so unless she wants to eat it alive.
Fair enough. Well, maybe she subsists on ether. You don't know. We haven't met her before.
That's also a fair point.
A flying whale? By the fury, it's a primal.
Uh-huh. That explains why these guys... That was a Hildebrand run right there.
We must away.
That...
Oh, actually, wait, no, it's fine that he's running.
Yeah, that actually does explain why these guys may have suddenly become hostile, because apparently they weren't hostile when they first encountered everyone.
Oh boy. Where's the
Oh, the mist have come up and eaten part of the bridge.
Uh-oh. Oh no. God, where is the firefighter when you need one? Right on the way. Hey!
Hey, Sid!
All right, we're going in.
I love that. Bloody typical.
I know.
Aye, Chief.
Hey! How you guys?
Hey, Sid, avoid the whale!
Look out! Incoming whale!
All aboard!
On board! Cheer. Friend? Buddy? Ah! The chief did like growl, like scowled at him, like he didn't realize what was about to happen. Like, bro. Also, well, I love the Lalafell pose. It cracks me up every single time. Well. Look out! Whoa! Oh, hey!
It tried to eat us.
Did it for a second.
They wouldn't leave the main NPC behind. No, they wouldn't.
Well.
Hey, Sid, thanks for the save, as always.
Oh,
talking to this guy said, frightens me for a fleeting moment at most.
Alright.
Can I just smack him in the butt with my spear, like,
Yes.
flat edge?
Yes. I'm okay with that. Hi, sis. Thanks.
Oh, he's got a new outfit.
Ooh.
Probably reinforced against the cold.
Uh-huh.
Gods only know what might have happened, and we've not been around to save you. No need for thanks, though. It's not as if you haven't done the same for us on a few previous occasions. All right, more than a few. Pinocchio and the whale, yeah.
Starring now.
It was a blind chance that brought us together this time. And in case you were wondering, I always see petition the Ironworks for assistance with this creation there as the protector. Apparently, they just can't seem to get her flying.
They did? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did get eaten. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloud to cast an eye over the ship, only to one that you had arrived some few days before with Ishgard and Lordling and Tell. Oh, I didn't realize we'd been here for that long.
Yeah, well.
Small world, I thought, just as the Lordling's manservant skittered into view, babbling about his masters having been captured and you risking it all to rescue him. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Well, thank you, Sid.
I'm guessing Sid probably heard that and he's like, of course.
Of course.
He's like, oh, well, that figures.
Like,
better go save his butt.
Of course this guy got captured. Of course Aura went to go help him. Of course he's gonna need some help. I got my ship.
No, he's probably like, of course Aura went to go help this kid.
Yep.
Right, well, I hate to cut our short-hour reunion, but I'm here on business after all, and the boys are already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend, we'll speak again soon, I promise. Alright, we have at least one primal to deal with now.
Oh boy, flying whale. I also...
The end quest for both are in Ishgard, at the same place.
Okay. Oh, you leveled up. Congratulations.
Okay. I think I'm gonna put the rest of his quest on pause for at least a little bit.
Uh-huh.
He looks kind of depressed, but whatever.
He's posing, though.
Yeah. My next quest doesn't even have a name. It's just question mark, question mark, question mark.
Nice. Alright, while you're figuring out what you're going to do next.
I know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go and do the next class quest that I have for the Dragoon.
Alright, so you have fun with that. I'm going to go get changed.
Okay, I'm going to go do the class quest.
Alright, have fun. Don't get stabbed.
I'll try.
You will get stabbed, don't get stabbed.
Do the stabbing, don't get stabbed. Words to live by.
Do not get stabbed. Be a stabber. Be one with the stabber. Alright, I'll be back.
Okay.
What happened?
Come look at this person's mount. I think it's from Final Fantasy XIII, because I think there's like a side quest where you can see a Soul Strike that carrying around a bunch of things, like a bunch of alien-related things.
Cue the X-Files music.
That's what you get for doing all the Hildebrand quest?
What?
Apparently you do all the Hildebrand quest up to Endwalker, you get that mount.
Here's the thing. In some ways that surprises me, in most ways it really doesn't.
Angel says in some ways it surprises her, but in most ways it doesn't. I think it just means that one of Hildebrand's quests is going to involve aliens at some point.
Well, we already had zombies.
That's fair. Sky's the limit. Amrak mustered reinforcements for a battle. Aura, I'm pleased to see you are in control of the dragon within. Nonetheless, I must remind you to remain vigilant at all times. It takes but a moment of weakness for the eye to make you its thrall. Now, forgive the abrupt change in subject, but we have urgent need of your lance. Some days ago, a horde of dragons began wreaking bloody havoc within Ishgardian territory. An elite regiment of dragoons have been dispatched to deal with this threat. Alas, though they fought bravely, they are sorely outnumbered and are struggling to gain the upper hand. Indeed, but moments before you arrived, we received requests from reinforcements of a unit engaged in battle north and west of Whitebryn. A fellow dragoon and I will go to their aid, and we should be grateful for your presence. Pray go ahead, we shall soon call in on. Alright. My mount can fly no higher. Diddle-doo-doo. It would be funny if I could fire the magic cannon while flying. Whee! Boom. Oh, wrong button. Oh well.
No, that was Lancer.
Yeah, it wasn't kidnapping, we kept like attacking them. Oh yeah, he did kidnap the one or
Yeah.
two. Larp!
Oh, hi. Oh, Wounded Dragoon. I thought you were going to talk to a Wounded Dragon.
Nah.
That makes more sense. Woo! Hi, friend. You okay?
All my life, the beast would have torn me limb from limb.
I know.
Oh, who's that? The lances were not needed, it would seem, such as the might of the Zora Dragoon. You have not pledged allegiance to Ishgard, you came to right nonetheless. For that we are grateful. Their deaths thus avenged, our comrades may go to their rest in peace. And lady, I shall attend to the fallen. Who is this lady? It's an honor to see you again, my friend, though it appears I am not remembered. I suspect the armor is to blame. Let me introduce myself anew. I am Hensu of the Order of the Knights Dragoon. I had the pleasure of assisting in your training.
Oh, that's fun.
As we approached, our Arbok and I bore witness to the final moments of the battle. I could not help but notice that, though you have been instructed in our ways, there was something distinct about the manner in which you fought. I believe I know the reason why. As an adventurer, you have done battle with foes the realm over. Through these many encounters, your techniques have evolved to produce a style that sets you apart from we who fight dragons exclusively. Such instincts you must possess. If I may speak frankly, I wish to train under you. Will you accept me as a pupil?
Ooh.
You see, a fearsome dragon has been terrorizing Korthus of late. Garoloy is its name, and I have been charged with leading a mission to slay it. Though I am second in command in the Order, I am not confident of my chances against the creature, such is its ferocity and cunning.
Yikes.
If I am to triumph over Gallery, I must needs grow stronger, and I believe I can under your tutelage. What do you say? Will you consent to training me? As we teach, so do we learn. This I know from experience. I wholeheartedly urge you to accept Histinine as your pupil. Sorry, I'm not sure how to say her name. Hustine. Someone did mention that the names are sort of like Frenchish, perhaps.
Hustine,
yep.
Something like that.
You need not give me an answer right at this moment. Think on it, and let Star Albrecht know your decision. Until next we meet.
Whee!
I travel all the way here to travel all the way back.
Yep. Well.
Go to place, do one thing, travel all the way back to place.
Mm-hmm. And that's, if you think about it, isn't that basically our entire lives? We are in one place, we travel, we go do a thing, and then we come home.
Mm-hmm.
You go to grocery store, you get groceries, you go home. You go to a restaurant, you eat food, you go home. You go to doctor's office, you go to
training yard, you suplex recruits, then you come home.
Yes. You go to work, you do work, you come home.
I just love how we're doing like that weird like accent where it's like you're just missing like several words in the sentence.
Yeah, I realize it.
Rock on table is now rock on floor. For anyone who is curious about that little joke, there was a post that we saw somewhere about, like, what happens if you mess up in various fields. It's like, nuclear physicist, accidental nuclear disaster. Electrician, accidental electrocution. Geologist, rock on table is now rock on floor.
It just, he was telling me about it, and just the way he delivered it in that voice was making me lose my mind. There's something about that sort of delivery that I usually find very funny.
Yep. Have you made a decision then? Will you agree to teach this to me? Certainly. I am grateful, I swear I will not disappoint you. With your guidance, I shall put an end to Goen's reign of terror. Now, I should like nothing more to begin my training at once, but duty calls. For the time being, I shall endeavor to emulate the deadly lance work I witnessed during your point earlier. I have a question.
Yes.
Why is her stomach completely exposed?
Roll of sexy.
Roll of stupid.
Oh yeah, really?
I mean, we're fighting dragons. Your stomach is not immune to fire. I understand maybe the armor has some sort of magic protection against fire in the stomach, but still.
But what if it is? Don't look at me like
it's
that.
Not.
We don't know that.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Her elbows are exposed too.
Yeah. That was dramatically.
I know, I swear to God. Roll of sexy.
Instant is among our very best in recent generations. If you are to train for caliber, you yourself must rise to new heights in mastery.
Oh, that is fair.
Of mastery. Resume your training on your own and return hither when you are satisfied with your progress.
Woo!
I'm just actually realizing when I go back to 52. Oh, so it's going to be every 2 levels, but as for the expansion quest, that makes sense because if it was every 5, it would take. Not only would it take a while, but you would have much fewer quests as part of it. And now I'm just imagining me going back to Ul'dah and doing the next of the Gladiator quest, even though that was right where the Sultana was killed, and I'm supposedly in hiding right now.
Yeah, you know what? Put on your bridesmaid dress. No one will expect the bridesmaid dress. It's the perfect disguise.
Yeah. Requirement for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. Okay, let me check the journal. Yeah. Okay, Days of Azure.
Royal Fugitive is now
Wearing a dress.
Is now bridesmaid dress.
Battle Litany increases the critical hit rate of self and nearby party members by 10%. Suitable for 20 seconds. Greetings, Zora. You look very much a teacher today. That is well, for Houston is eager for her first lessons. Now, though you agree to accept her as your pupil, I suspect that you are not without reservation. You worry whether you will be equal to the task, but worry not. At every confidence, you will make a fine mentor.
Yeah.
Were I to offer you advice, however, it would be to have patience. Now, Houston is a master of her art. It is all she has ever known. As such, it may prove a challenge for her to adapt. And like all of us, she is not without pride, and there may be times when tact is required. I must also mention that Eustace is zealous to a fault. I worry that she will overexert herself in pursuit of strength, but I'm keeping you from your lesson. Eustace left word that she will be in the Western Highlands, testing her lance against dragon spawn. Seek her out near the pike.
Okay.
Oh, I cannot. I am not at that place yet. Okay, so I need to speak with the Chocobo Keep that will take me to Falconer's Nest, and then I'll be in the general area where she currently is.
Okay.
So that means I need to go back to Ishgard, which you haven't seen yet.
Okay. Alright. Hespine, poke at the dragons for a little bit. We'll be back.
Yes, we will arrive shortly. We just do not yet have the crystal to get there yet.
Rock on table is not rock on floor.
Yeah, and this is Ishgard.
Whoa.
It's that big city that's always off in the distance when we're up in the snowy area. We're in the lower area, which was recently bore most of the brunt of the dragon attack.
These kind of make me think like those like those pictures of like the like medieval style like castle towns, but like also like this almost makes me think of like the castle towns that you see in the Zelda games, especially Twilight Princess.
I can see that. It's just more vertical because the entire city is like built very high up. And you can see some of the guns they have up there for like taking down dragons.
He said, yeah.
That's right. I've settled the Black Chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands as per Lord Russell's instructions. This will be your first time riding a Black Chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. I dare say you know this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high, too. Even over Snowcloak.
Oh, that's fun.
You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. I'll be sure not to relax your grip. Will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please.
That makes me think of when you're trying to boot my nose. I'm like, no, 5 I said both hands on the wheel. Ooh.
Yeah. Western Highlands.
Wow. This is pretty. And in a kind of like a weird, lonely kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me think of Snow Peak Ruins. Just not really.
Yeah, we're going further north, so it makes sense to be
frozen
frozen.
wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity.
Ah. Right, the climate change caused by the calamity.
Oh.
Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken, that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim.
I forgot that the climate had changed because of the calamity.
Yeah, me too.
To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came.
Right, I think the person in charge of the house that I'm now like under, like the protection of, I think that he is the one who sort of like narrates these.
Yeah.
Yeah, but actually, the Aetheryte over there, it looks different. It's like it actually has like a uniform shape, like a almost like a giant spike.
It looks like someone chiseled it to look like that.
Yeah, it's much different looking than the other Aetheryte we've seen so far in the game. That's interesting. I like the little detail. Okay. Right then. Alright then. I will continue with the main quest for this other brother at a later point in time. Okay. Especially now that I can come back here whenever I so choose.
Back.
No longer flying bed.
It's a hovering bed. The magical hovering bed.
Yeah. Rivers meet. Jeez. And I thought the other place was icy. This place just looks like it's almost entirely ice.
Yeah. Oh, look, nice sprites. Don't mind me, gentlemen. Gentle sprites. I'm just going to wander around here. I feel like this would be a class that book one would actually like. Because what is stabbing but really is Stabbing.
Just trying to avoid these deep eyes.
Stick to the shallow end. Oh, there she is. Is she okay?
Overexerting herself, maybe.
Hi.
There are too many. Look out!
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Yeet.
Okay.
You good, my lady?
Oh, you're eating her.
Yeah.
Power surge.
I have a debt of gratitude. Our lessons have not yet begun, and already you have seen me on my knees. I've been trying to match what your lance work of yours I'd seen, but without success. That was how the dragons managed to overwhelm me. Had I but fallen back on my tried and trusted techniques, I would have made short work of their ilk. But what would I have learned then? Nay, what I know is no longer enough. The war exacts a heavy toll on us all, but none more so than we dragoons. If we are to survive, we must grow stronger. I must grow stronger. Aura, will you demonstrate your techniques to me? I would study your movements up close. I suppose you have the right of it. There's no substitute for live foes. Come with me then. There's a suitable place west of Black Iron Bridge.
I can understand, like, you know, her determination to learn something new and thus grow stronger, but it's like...
We were warned.
In the moment, like, if you are having problems in the moment against monsters, please do what you gotta do.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Yeah, I can understand some of what she's saying about how it's like if I did that, I wouldn't, have learned anything. But it's like getting killed isn't gonna help you learn either.
Yeah, perhaps though she was doing okay, but then more kept coming and she was already exhausted. Like I can see that, but there was also a sense of like,
Only a minute left. I don't have time to kill it.
you're probably freezing right now.
Maybe.
I mean, the way you're moving around is probably yourself with you, but you just don't look like you're wearing enough for the cold. At least, like...
I'm wearing more than she is.
Waiting. Hostile presence? Whoa!
Yeah. Orange skirmish for Captain.
Yeah.
Sheet of ice. Doesn't help that a number of these dragons are also ice type, I'm sure. Of ice.
Hi, Houston.
Technique you employ different not from mine. You overcame the enemy with such ease. What is it that separates us so? What is it that you are doing that I am not?
I'm making sassy commentary with my fiance.
Did I hear you rightly?
Sorry, not.
You see no difference between our lance work, but in the course of considering this, you conceived a new technique.
Okay.
The battle lightning.
Ooh.
Whoa.
You just had a revelation.
Uh-huh. And more of this technique. A way to draw out your comrade's strength. Such an approach has never occurred to me. Small wonder, perhaps, for we dragoons are taught to be relentless in offense. In order to bring down dragons, we strive to jump higher and strike harder. My single-minded pursuit of what might of what I believed to be perfection, it would seem I ended up fighting only with my lance. So focused was I upon delivering the next blow, I rendered myself blind to other possibilities. It opened my eyes, or if I want to transcend my limits, it is plain I must cast aside my preconceptions. But the hour grows late. I must needs return to congregation. Would you care to accompany me? It may be an interest to see how your fellow dragoons live. Oh, that's actually a good point.
Like, the moral of the story is, be open-minded.
And have a giant thing.
And have a giant
Yeah. Oh, Foundation is all the way back. Nope. Oh, perfect time to test it, I guess. Increases the chance of critical hits.
Oh, okay. It was just like, roar!
Pleb.
Play.
Also, there are new classes that I can undertake.
Oh, okay. What do we got?
The Mechanist.
Ooh.
Actually, let me double check the character. I believe that they are the Mechanist, the Astrologian, and the Dark Knight.
Ooh. Also, apparently you can be a dancer.
Not yet, but yes, that is one.
Oh, dude, I'm looking forward to that. I am so excited to watch your character. Look, you're not exactly hulking. You're not exactly hulking, but you are rather like broad. Well, you're somewhat lean, but you're a big guy. I'm so interested in watching you guys just like dance delicately on a little tutu with your butterfly tattoo.
I'm just imagining my character now in a belly dancer outfit.
I actually don't know if you would do. I mean, you could do something that's.
I can definitely see it being like an outfit for the female dancers, but I'm not sure what the male dancers would look like.
True. Maybe you wear male ballet dancing with like the tank pants and the shoes.
Welcome to the home of the Dragoons. I'd mind to show you the premises, but my father had paid me a sudden visit.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Mr. Houston.
This is my father, Mortegan's father. Allow me to present my mentor, the Azor Dragoon Aura.
Hello.
It's an honor and pleasure both to make your acquaintance. I hope you will forgive my inconveniencing your plans, but what is a father to do? Dedicated to her duty as she is, my daughter scarcely comes home, and so I must go to her. Father, please, we have spoken about this, but I strive to be a dragoon worthy of the name, as you yourself were. All that I do to honor you. My child, it would honor me best by taking care of yourself. Well, I shan't overstay my welcome. Seeing you hale and healthy is enough. Till next time.
Bye, Mr. Houston's dad.
Yeah. He is so kind to me, even though I share not his blood. Like so many others, I was orphaned by the war. I would have died long ago, cold and alone, had he not found me and taken me in. All that I have, I owe to him. It is for no other reason than to honor my father that I followed his footsteps and became a dragoon. But if I am to live up to his legacy, if I am to protect Ishgard as he once did, I must needs grow stronger. And I will. Under your sage guidance, I look forward to our lessons to come. Now I slipped my mind. Sir Amak wished a word with you. Pray seek him out in the observatorium at your earliest convenience, perhaps after you have had a wander inside the congregation. Yeah, maybe I will actually check out the congregation first.
Well, actually, now that her dad's gone, she could still give you a tour of the premises.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. It's not quite a round table. It's like a puzzle piece. The table. Oh. Wow. Must be really awkward trying to stick in those things if there's a meaning down below.
Yeah, but from what I understand, they've basically been at war with dragons for close to 1,000 years, possibly. So, war very much kind of defines a lot of their life. And there was an ominous line at the beginning that our coming to it would bring great change, but not even we knew how great the change would be at the time.
Oh, wow.
So, things are definitely going to happen. As expected for an expansion of an MMO, but this person is still here!
Maybe they're crafting.
Why are they crafting? They're either I'm trying to remember if the chair either means crafting or away from keyboard. But it's like, why are you doing this in the middle of the sky?
I mean, well, you know, they run far fewer chances of accidentally running into monsters.
But why not just do it at like Limsa or something?
I don't know, maybe.
Are you that afraid of me becoming a blue mage and randomly throwing bombs everywhere?
Maybe you did make quite the thing earlier. Maybe they just thought it'd be funny.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, Aura. It's no urgent matter, but I was wondering about history and progress. Tell me how fares our training. Point. So you've met with her father. In his stay, Mordegains of a dragoon of. In his day, Mordegains was a dragoon of no small renown. He served Ishgard with valor until he took a grievous wound and was forced to hang up his lance. As Eustace herself told you, she follows in her father's footsteps. From the first, she exhibited tremendous potential. In all ways, she was Instin's equal, and the rivalry they shared raised both of them higher. Alas, the eye chose Einstein and not her. Since then, she has taken to training with a fervor which borders on self-punishment.
Aww.
It is well to strive for greater heights, but a dragoon must never lose sight of his conviction. It is the only thing that shields us from the dragon's willies.
No. No.
Wiles.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, Willies. The dragons are not flashing you. No.
I wasn't thinking of... Maybe with the wet willy.
No. Okay, well, here's the thing. They kind of are flashing you, but it's with dragon fire. Not with anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So I beg you, keep watch over her. By your shining example, see to it she never forgets what it means to be a dragoon. $54, okay.
Dragon's willies.
Yep. And the next ability I will get will be Enhanced Jump, meaning my jump will now do more damage.
There you go. Oh, I was wondering if that was going to be the thing that lets you fly through the sky.
No. But all things considered, it's been 2.5 hours since I started.
Uh-huh.
I think this might actually be a good place to stop for now in Heavensward.
Alright.
Because I have... Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to go back to the cloud thing so I can start the next quest with the cloud whale that almost ate us.
Yeah.
So that way I at least have it and I don't forget about it, especially since the next quest is just labeled question mark, because...
You know what that made me think of? The scene from the first Avengers movie when they're trying to figure out what to do with the Leviathan, and Tony just says out loud, like, Jarvis, you ever hear the tale of Jonah? And Jarvis just is like, I wouldn't even consider him a role model.
You know another thing he's been through, he manages to remain so optimistic, despite cowering most of the time.
Oh, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
He appears to be rather pleased with himself.
A reward long in coming.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died, you know, me, dead.
Yes.
On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal, and that, my boy, is no small feat. I guess you're right, but...
Not in the way you probably want to be.
I have made a historic discovery. In fact, even that will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I am rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made our triumphant return?
Just the way that the way the music plays, and then just the way he like goes back into his poise and his pose, and just like points his toe. And
yeah.
I don't know why that's cracking me up, especially since he kind of expects him to run off ahead and go talk to Laniette, and ahead of you, but no, he just decides to just fold up his leg and just pose there.
Yeah, we can talk to her next time.
Okay.
Assuming I continue with the main quest next time, but I feel like that is a good place to stop with the expansion for now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that we learned about a sky whale, we learned more about dragooning, and we can now backflip.
Yay! Oh my god. Did you just backflip off the platform? My god.
I actually did. I didn't expect to end up down here.
I thought you actually...
The game, like, hard cut.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that you may have fallen off the island.
No, but I did fall out of the sanctuary, so I do need to head back up.
You will have left the sanctuary instead. You haven't entered the sanctuary. You have left the sanctuary.
I've accidentally backflipped myself off the sanctuary through a gap in the bridge.
This is what happens when you show off your dragooning. You just...
Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah, like that. Oh, dear God.
Don't worry, I made sure I actually had land behind me this time.
No.
What?
I can see the intrusive thoughts in your head, and they're not even my fault. I can see it. I just want you to know I acknowledge that they're there.
You know what I say to that? Backflip.
Oh my God, you're alive.
Yeah, I think if there's nothing below it, there's an invisible wall. That one just kind of balanced. But I think because the gate over near the delivery Moogle is like above another area, you can technically jump down from it.
You know what would have been funny?
What?
Is if they did something like Skyward Sword, where if you just like went off like into open air, someone with a flying chocobo would come up, grab you, and deposit you back on. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, and scold you.
Yeah.
Like the first time when you inevitably try to jump off and fly a bird at night, and they inform you, oh, the birds don't fly at night.
Or if you just like mistrack where you're running and fall off the edge, but it's not like the edge where you jump to go fly on your loft wings. You just fall off like an idiot, and then a knight comes around and puts you back on and is like, don't do that.
Yes, but that is all for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming. We hope that you had a good time.
Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet. We shall see you next time.
Woo!